smoking, and I'm down to like 2 cigarettes a day. And I'm like fucking disseminating the shit out of these things. They're the best cigarettes in the world. And I'm telling everybody, these are addictive free. I'm hardly smoking at all. I say, look, it's addictive free. It says, that's not, it says additive free. I went right back to a pack a day. So it's the same kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's you know, you're playing the game by yourself. It's a mental.
Well, I don't think it's fair to say by yourself, because it seems like this entire structure of Scientology has been built to funnel you onto the bridge and keep you on the bridge.
Yes, yes, and those people that I suspect, again, I'm not an expert, and this is some of the things. This is one of the things that I can't fully confront yet. I can say that, in my opinion, that the lion's share, at least well over 99% of your Sea Org people are the truest of the true believers, okay? So they are really there they're trying to help you, and they'll not take no for an answer. It's like, you know, your son wants to touch the stove, and, you know, you're willing to physically stop him, even though he's sure that he wants to see that beautiful blue thing that's dancing there and touch it, right? And maybe even put his hair in it or something, you know what I mean? He doesn't know what fire is. They are willing to give their lives practically to keep you on the bridge, because this is for your own good. So, but they are doing it. That's just one individual, and that individual is doing his job. There's not a lot of them that need to be told to get up in the morning. They're on autopilot too, but the whole group is, it becomes, you know, this living, breathing thing. And the thing that I haven't quite confronted is, I can't quite see what the fuck anybody gets out of it. Like, you know, is COB, does he want $300 million? Is that what it is? Does he want $1 billion?
And COB is David Miscavige.
I mean, is that it? Is it just this power hard-on? You know, or is it just insanity? You know, I mean, I wonder, is LRH, was he just crazy? You know, there are people, maybe he was an SP, you know, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, the jury's out for me. I haven't, like I said, I can't confirm. I don't see what the fucking, like, if I wanted money, I know for me, if I wanted $1 billion or something like that, I couldn't do that. That wouldn't be a way for me to, you see what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. I'd probably kill myself. You know what I mean? I just couldn't live with myself like that. I certainly couldn't look my son in the eye. You know what I mean? But that's me. And maybe that's me PTS. Maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe that's my conscience, whatever the fuck that is. But do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't quite had that confront of truth or evil, depending on what you want. But I don't know what the fuck anybody wants out of it.
Well, who's
like, all this money is a big thing. Where does it go?
We see recently there was a video released of Tom Cruise's birthday aboard the Free Winds, and I understand that there was 6 figures spent on the birthday party for Tom, and that's parishioners' money going to keep Tom Cruise happy.
Well, they figure that's worth it. You know, yeah. You know, according to him, he brings in, just him being Tom Cruise, per their viewpoint, he probably brings in $100,000 a day for this church in terms of interest and positive public relations, and, you know, so 6 figures ain't dick.
Right.
You know, that, you know, it's certainly, you could throw a party for him every day and it wouldn't really put a dent in their bank account. So I don't know what the, you know, a party, you know, people like to get mad at COs who take these big things, and Tom Cruise is party, and there was some, the fucking Free Winds is, let me tell you, is a flea bag. I mean, it's not a fucking nice boat, you know. I mean, I've been on that thing. I got seasick every time. So.
But speaking of Tom Cruise, you were talking earlier about your identity being stripped and being replaced with that of Scientologist, and certainly you can see that in Tom Cruise and in
well, I mean,
the recent videotape that was released.
I mean, yeah, but I would suspect that that's what's happened, you know. And he was off for a while, and You know, he's in gung-ho. You know, I'm sure he went through a big ethics cycle and woke up, you know, because he probably had some trouble with his wife and he found his ruin. You know, I think he's probably, I mean, I would just, maybe he has trouble with girls or something like that. You know, that might be his whatever. I don't know. Anyway, he's
But
always been,
at any rate, he seems like the, you know, ideal of what a Scientologist should be. I mean, dedicated.
well, I was in there. You know, COB called me the poster boy for Scientology. I was as gung-ho as you could get.
How did it turn around for you? Why did you start to doubt?
Well, it not only didn't work anymore, the more auditing I did, which I was more and more encouraged to do, the worse I got. I was starting to go fucking crazy. And it was fucking me up.
How far up the bridge did you go?
I'm a class 5, OT5. I've done all my L's. Done a lot of, what do you call those fucking things? You know, all those other courses, data series things and blah, blah, blah.